Hello guys, Dama.A2. We have another segment here for the Steaming Pile of Ship tournament. I should let you guys know beforehand that I lost the original footage for this match, so we're having to re-record it. We all know who won, but I'm going to ask the other commentators to keep spoilers till the end. So we have here with us Geodarian, Lilkari, and Ironmark 3. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
Hello. So,
hello.
Yep, so what happened, my dumbass has pretty much lost the footage. I apologize for that, so we're just going to have to carry on from the fight before. So, do you guys have anything that you want to add before I get it started?
Well, we'll be fine sharing original predictions, won't we?
Yes. Just no spoilers.
That's fine. That's why I said predictions.
Mm-hmm. Which are?
Well, I was thinking it might help if the boats were actually deployed, so you could do the whole walkover on them thing.
You're probably right.
So yeah, that's why I was wondering why there was just like placement boxes and stuff. Yep,
All right. So we have Geodarian's. What's this thing called again? Pretoria.
Yeah, we saw this one previously. It did very well with its cannon barrages, but it turned out to have a bit of a weakness to medium torpedoes.
Yes. More particularly the frag ones, yeah.
Well, I think it's weak to all torpedoes.
Quite possibly.
Torpedo defense.
Over here we have the Mine Twister by Qwert. Very interesting ship. Whenever the it has all this stuff on pistons, and when it goes changes side to side, the pistons for the weapons on the opposing side super fire these cannons over the ones that are on the side facing towards the enemy. It's actually a pretty interesting design.
Yeah, it's a shame that the aft starboard cannon on the superstructure doesn't actually work properly.
Yeah, I imagine it took a little bit of ACB fuckery to try to get it right. Maybe he's got some wires crossed in there or something.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I mean, I was suspecting.
All right, so let's.
Footage, unfortunately, it was confirmed that toe was not functioning properly.
Yeah,
I don't think that's
thankfully
well at all.
for the Pretoria, there is no torpedoes on the Mine Twister.
Always a joy to hear that.
all right, here we go.
Wait, we didn't do predictions.
I thought we just did.
Never mind.
You're
No, we
talking
didn't.
about
No, we
torpedoes.
didn't,
Well, go ahead and give me your predictions if you still want to.
Okay. My original prediction was that I was leaning in favour of Geo winning because his craft is flat out heavier construction, and ultimately he's better able to absorb blows than the Mine Twister.
Just so as long as it's not torpedoes.
Yeah, that turned out to hit a weak
Or
spot.
anything below the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No hitting below the belt, huh?
A lot of cannon shells flipping around this time.
Yes.
We just had our first turret popped.
Wait, the back right one does work.
Second turret popped.
What the hell?
Right
the
here.
moment I say it, it works for the first time. What the hell?
Only to spite you.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's happened is a block collision on the back right cram turret.
You mean the back left?
Back.
This one over here.
Back something.
Yeah, back right. Yeah, that one.
Might be. That might be it. Yeah, actually. Who knows?
So it's
But,
kind of strange. It doesn't work until after the turret is blown up.
Yeah, which is kind of suboptimal if you ask me. But yeah, as you can see, like the Mine Twister is getting a couple of holes blown into it by Geo's heavy cannons.
Yeah, Geo, what kind of cannons are you running on that thing? What can you tell us about it?
A lot of casemates. I think they're high explosive. Some of them are armor piercing, I think. Some of them are high explosive, I think.
Judging by the colors that are flying over there, I say
Yeah,
high
high
explosive.
Yeah, the green shells were coming.
Yeah,
from
they
all
look
of
like
them.
Hollow Point HE. coming out of the mains. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, we got one over here. Looks like it looks like some
Oh,
kind
it's a
of
mix.
yeah
APHE.
APHE.
Frag too.
AP frag, sorry.
AP frag.
Does that make any difference to having the solid on the end of it like this?
No, I just was
No.
just too lazy to rearrange the shell again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Geo, you get a bit more performance out of those casemates if you went with HE inertial rather than hollow point HE.
Or just pure high explosive because you know high explosive.
Oh yeah,
is
increase
also-
blast yield, but then you lose the guaranteed detonation.
You see?
I think the main cannons are firing the hollow point HE.
Yeah, I don't remember what shells go where. I just know I
No,
have
the whole
a
point
couple
HE is
different.
moving casemate.
Okay. But high explosive heads do detonate on impact, right?
Pardon?
Yeah, if
Pure
it's
high
hollow
explosive
point.
shells, like high explosive heads, also detonate on impact. At least
Yeah.
Yeah.
in some versions. I can't keep track of this shit anymore.
I think I enjoy how we got distracted from the fight and just started arguing about what cannon's doing what on Geo's vessel, and Geo himself wasn't sure either.
Nobody knows, not even I. There's just too many
Yes.
guns.
It is not our place to judge a Praetoria.
So, Gio, if you had to classify the Praetoria, what kind of class would you give it? I'm thinking maybe heavy cruiser.
Somewhere between a battle, no, probably a battle cruiser. Maybe it's quite big.
Pocket battleship?
Yeah, sure.
I
Go
can see
down.
that.
Careful. You're sorry, had trouble deciding whether or not what a battle cruiser or not.
Yeah, that's kind of a
Leave me
running
alone,
joke,
darn
isn't it?
And I'm pretty sure there's even more of a confusing mess when trying to find something as a pocket battleship.
Which is kind of
I mean,
interesting
not
because
pocketing
wasn't it the
anyway.
British that came up with the concept of the pocket battle? I mean, not the pocket
Oh
battleship,
no!
but the battle cruiser.
Well, yeah, we definitely invented it. That's why we don't get a say in what it is.
Oh, okay.
Then there's just the French who made fast battleships.
Yes, yes, yes. They're all
Yeah, I mean,
technically the same, but not really. They're all the same, different things, but not really.
Yeah, it just suffers for being. I think this is the big problem why so many people have so many different ideas and they all yell at me that I'm saying that I'm wrong whenever I try to find something.
You can
Which
never
is
be
why
right.
I swore off working on the battle cruiser myself. But anyway, leave that alone.
I mean,
And that's why it's a
So
running
real
joke.
life ship classification goes by the same rule of law that the FTD ship classification goes by. The ones who made it decide what the fuck it was,
No, the
and
ones who
then
make
they
it
just
so
go with it.
I
That's
think
how it
the
works.
Mind Twister's down for the count.
Yep,
It is,
she
yeah.
is currently despawning.
Anyway, very quickly, what I was trying to say is battle cruiser is not very well defined because it arrived right before the advent of naval air power. So there wasn't much time for it to be around and actually get nailed down into something before it all became obsolete thanks to aircraft bombing. And
So, congratulations to Gio winning that first time around. And yeah, and I could kind of see where you're going with that because there are people who consider like the Alaska class to be either a battle cruiser or a heavy cruiser. No one really knows what the hell it is. Hell, there's people out there that would say the Iowa class is a battle cruiser. So yeah, the lines are very blurred.
Well, we saw the natural progression of that entire thing in tank development because we originally had light, medium, and heavy tanks, or some people call things cruiser tanks.
Mhm.
Cruiser tanks eventually dominated, but nowadays our cruiser tanks are what in the old days were called heavy tanks. So, yeah.
Yes. And then your
Basically.
super heavy tanks thanks to Germany, who can even cross a simple stone bridge.
Oh no.
All
Well,
right,
they were planning to try and make a land battleship, so, you know.
here we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that thing wouldn't even be able to move, let alone do anything.
It might have been current tech.
I think after we're done with this, I might just like do another tournament video right after this because, well, I screwed up and forgot where I saved the footage to. So yeah.
We're professional YouTuber right here.
Thank you. I try my best. It's totally not my fault at all.
No. Always innocent.
Yes.
And another battle begins.
Yeah. I feel like I'm killing the conversation over and over this time. I must be a serial murderer. or
I'm
something.
trying to remember that land that battleship was called for the Germans.
P1000 Rata?
Yep, that's it.
I think they had one plane that was even bigger than that, did they not?
They were theorising about it, but they didn't actually have anything concrete. I think the P1000 was the only one they actually had any kind of plans for. But they were planning to do
my
things.
secondary.
Oh yeah, you lose some casemates on that.
And you somehow lost a cannon on the back there.
Mm-hmm. It looked like it got a pretty good cram volley that in there at the...
But there are no holes, and what? Is she blind again? God fucking damn it if she is blind again.
No,
Oh,
she's
that's-
still landing hits.
Okay.
So I don't think she's blind.
No wait, it
I
was a
think that
danger
tells-
that only had mass, wasn't it?
There's definitely some major design flaws with the detections on this thing.
Oh, I was wondering
Well,
if you do what I intend to do with my detection and put it behind these portholes. It looks like you kind of try to go for that.
Well, I have like 2 or 3 meters of metal in front of most of the detectors. I think detectors that can see through metal.
Mm-hmm.
But I connected them all to one of the 2 AIs, like a fucking
And you
retard.
got some kind of scattered around the ship here too. It looks like there's a radar one here, and there's a gimbal camera over here.
Yes, but as you can see, the camera is.
There's a radar here.
Yeah.
Gimbal cameras, if you've got multiples, only the one nearest seems to aim.
What the hell?
You got some of the telescopes too, from what it looks like.
Yep.
So this one up here, and I'm assuming this is supposed to be some kind of crow's nest that isn't doing a whole hell of a lot right now.
It isn't, and I don't know why.
Again, I think it might be the same with gimbals. It's like only one will actually track a target at a time.
Yeah, the telescope's kind of supposed to function like the gimbals, if I remember correctly. They have kind of all the same stats, aside from it being a little taller. Am I right?
No idea. I could actually check that out right now. In 2.74.
I believe the telescopes have much slower tracking generation.
Telescope.
Oh, that was a close miss.
Yeah, it's like they're a cheaper, bulkier version of the gimbal cameras.
They're more expensive than the gimbal cameras.
Oh, never mind.
They are, however, quite as tiny.
Apparently, if the
Higher
mine
one.
fits their nose in, it has a much higher chance of surviving.
Nope.
It's
The-
less
It is a
weaponry, though.
fairly well armored ship, though.
They have the same stats otherwise.
Key areas might be a bit armored, but doesn't like getting ventilated though.
Let's be honest with ourselves. No one wants to get ventilated.
Yeah.
They're built out of alloy.
But that is the true path to becoming a holy person. Then.
Wah wah.
Yes,
Alloy.
yes.
So the question here is, you know these pistons are on APC control, right?
Yeah.
You could have done that with one block called the breadboard.
Shut up. No more.
I think we've had another ammo blowout.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Or really,
These guns haven't
really
fired
long
for quite a
reload.
while, and we just lost another turret. Goodbye.
Wow.
Long reload, but it was a long reload on all cannons, so that's why I think it's ammo reserves are gone up in smoke.
I think I would have made these necks a little bit more protected for these cram cannons, if it were me, just saying.
Yeah, I don't get why people have such a hard-on for thin necks.
It's
Make them
I think it's more hiding the hole beneath the turrets.
Just make bigger turrets then. It's so
Yeah,
simple.
but this design, I think it's fair to say now, but this design, the Mind Flayer focuses on really small, compact, and complex turrets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Over the more simple but larger turrets.
Yeah, so
it
I think
suffers
it's-
the consequences.
exactly. Yeah, its weapons. If they take a hit nearby, they are incredibly easy to disable. That's one of its main weaknesses of the ship design, honestly.
Yeah, but I was also talking in general. I see a lot of people like 11 by 11 turret caps, and they're still like the neck is 3 by 3, maybe 5 by 5.
Okay, yeah. Actually, 3 by 3 and 5 by 5. 3 by 3 is what I work with usually, and it's usually pretty durable because
I mean, if you have heavy armor and thing in the middle, it works. Otherwise, not. If you're gonna have a 3 by 3 turret neck and more than a single barrel, it doesn't work. It gets blown up so easily by HE leaking.
Yeah. And also, Geo, apparently you don't like breadboards.
No. For the same reason I don't like Lua. Coding. Blah.
Well, breadboards more and more
actually
mathematical than coding.
Yeah.
It's mathematical coding.
It's not really coding, and also breadboards are way more limited than Lua.
Yep. For example, the most commonly used equation on any breadboard is if A is equal to variable, then 1 or 0.
Yep.
We only have one main turret left here on the Mine Twister.
But it's still moving though, so.
Won't exactly help it because it's not able to do
alright.
anything.
Yeah, we
Nope,
just...
I'm seeing rapid deconstruction.
It's gone.
Yep, it's gone.
Alright.
Praetoria is almost at 99% integrity.
No, it's at 97. 99.8.
Oh wait, no, that's
materials.
resource, okay.
You
Yeah.
did take a little
Yeah.
bit more damage that time around. I believe, yeah, one of your mains has been knocked out.
So I don't
Mine
know
would
how
have
that
worked.
happened.
The main thing it seems to have lost is the gauge increases.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a bug because it, for some reason, even if I have totally enclosed turrets, a random connector inside the turret, all the fucking time gets popped for some reason. I don't get it.
Alright guys, well congratulations to Geo for his victory. We'll go ahead and wrap up the
Thank you.
video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next one. This has been Dama2. Y'all have yourselves a hell of a day and keep your hammer high. Later.